South Point, Las Vegas. This place is actually kind of technically still on the strip, and the guys there have so many secret deals you have to find them. Also, they have really good gaming promotions almost every month, and this time we got lucky with their win to spin promo because we did win. We did win. Let's see, $20 for any restaurant. So why not invest in their dinner buffet? This costs $22.95, of course, plus tax, and is one of the cheapest dinner buffets in town after the pandemic and all the closures. Let's first come to the huge salad bar. In addition to a large selection of greens, there's of course also fresh fruit. What struck me particularly positively is the selection of salads, some of which are ready-made. In example, the tossed western, the BLT or the Caesar salad. I think for vegans and vegetarians this station is very convincing. As mentioned before, the variety of fresh fruits was very good and they were so damn ripe. The seafood station was solid, and if you're not expecting crab legs or lobster, you can have fun. There are some dishes here that include seafood and of course fish and chips. Of course, the salmon made it onto my plate. It wasn't the best I've ever had, to be honest, but I was really happy with the tenderness. I give it a very good 7.59 out of 10. In my opinion, the best thing about the seafood station was the shrimp cocktail. Two really unexpected massive guys that I just devoured. This was a true 10. Arrived in Asia, I have to say that I was relatively disappointed here. There was almost no Americanized food at all, so there was neither General Tso sweet and sour or my beloved orange chicken. The only thing that looked promising were the Chinese pork ribs. sweet and light Italy, here we go, and one of the basic buffet rules is don't touch the pizza. But I think that applies more to the super fancy, high-end gourmet buffets. In a good value buffet like here at the South Point, we can easily make an exception. The long line at the carving station was remarkable, but let's find out if it was really worth to wait here about over 10 minutes. The first thing I tried was the roasted chicken, and I have to say that it was tender, really good. But let's go back to the carving station and see what else is exciting there. Doesn't that prime rib look amazing? The prime rib was absolutely on point, and as you can easily see, it was really juicy, generally a good, honest piece of meat. I was impressed and give it a very good 8.47 out of 10. The ribs looked good and were cooked to perfection, but even the best cook in the world can't turn a mediocre cut of meat into gourmet. The meat quality just wasn't there. Overall, the wait at the carving station was worth it. I would call it the heart of the buffet. Good, honest meat. I give it a very good 8.25 out of 10. There were some live cooking stations like the chicken wing bar, and while I really liked the idea of a chicken wing bar, I have to say the end result was a disaster. The teriyaki sauce was thin and tasteless plus cold. The wings themselves had little meat and looked like they had been there for quite a long time. Only a 2.3 out of 10. The dessert station is a real old school Vegas dessert station with all the colorful cakes that you have loved or hated for decades. Anyway, I always find one of the colorful little cakes and somehow they just belong to Vegas. There was also an ice cream bar and the classic of classic itself, the legendary bread pudding. These cupcakes looked interesting and we rounded off the calorie overload with a soft serve. The bread pudding with warm vanilla sauce was a 10 plus 1 out of 10. Rainbow cake is my favorite newbie. All in all, real honest Vegas calories. But how could I forget their secret dessert? The Monte Cristo sandwich was a pan-fried ham turkey sandwich including Swiss cheese, and it sounded really good to me until I heard it was covered with strawberry sauce and powdered sugar. In the world, I really can't imagine this combination. But hey, maybe next time. In conclusion, I have to say that the South Point hasn't got that much better than it was before 2020. But since many other buffets have closed forever or have become disproportionately expensive, something like the bubblegum shrimp effect was created here. They are now under the best budget buffets in Las Vegas without a doubt. And I give it a very good 7.5 out of 10. In the next episode of The Buffet King, we take a serious look at the Bacchanal buffet and why it has become so expensive. Take care, everybody.